Happy International Scrapbooking Day, everyone. I'm really grateful to be joining Lottie Loves Paper this weekend as a guest designer for this fab grid sketch challenge that they've got. So I'm using the brand new garden party collection from Maggie Holmes with Create Paper. I've just pulled out these two patterned papers, so this lovely floral and also the cut apart sheet that I want to use for my grid design. So I'm just deciding which side I want to use as a kind of frame, and I'm going with the kind of turquoise, aqua and pink florals. These are really my go-to colours, and I love using these colours. So I've trimmed down some white cardstock, and then I've just distressed the edges as I quite often do, but this time for each corner I'm just folding it over and adding a couple of staples with my tiny attacher just to kind of give a bit of interest to the page. I'm using this photo from a trip that we went to Wentworth Woodhouse Gardens recently while we were in lockdown. So and there's just us in front of a lovely pink kind of bush tree. So I'm using that photo and then the card that says "Take time to smell the roses" as my kind of title. So I'm going to, although the sketch uses 6 kind of rectangles for the grid that are exactly the same size and shape, I'm going to do it slightly differently. So I'm going to have a couple of tags, a couple of rectangles, and then a couple of square elements as well, and do them kind of opposite sides to each other. So I'm just deciding which ones I want to use, and I finally go with this wood grain floral pattern square. So you can see the rough design coming together, and you can see how it works with the sketch as well. So I've just matted my photo with that patterned paper there and trimmed it down, and then I'm just going around and distressing all the edges of each element. I'd normally struggle to use that kind of graphic photo that's in the kind of middle at the bottom, but I think it works well with the kind of story of going to a stately home to look around the gardens kind of thing, so it fits in quite well. So I'm just making a couple of bows from this turquoise baker's twine. Normally I'd punch a hole in my tags, but I thought I'd try something a bit different and leave them whole, but just put a little bow peeking out of them. I can't bear to not have anything there. A tag needs to have something at the top. So the 6x12 sticker sheet has got 2 of these kind of oval scalloped edged ladies. So I'm going to use them as embellishment for this page, and I'm going to use them on both the tag sections, kind of just poking out from the side of the tag so that it's not all a regimented shape. I love to fussy cut, and this paper is ideal for that, so I'm just fussy cutting out a few of the florals. I think I just do 2 because I want one behind each of those scalloped stickers. It just adds a bit more interest and stops them being quite so straight edged. When I'm fussy cutting, I don't worry too much about being super neat, and I always tend to leave a small border. It just makes it easier. So instead of having the kind of XOXOXO in the middle of that black and white floral piece, I'm going to add a house over the top because it didn't really go with what I wanted, and I've added that on some foam pads to give it a bit more dimension. And because there's a pond at the bottom, I've gone with that frog and a lily pad. So to add a bit of mixed media to my page, what I'm going to do is I'm sticking down each of the grid elements, and then I'm just going to paint around the edges on the background with a different colour of metallic watercolour. So I've got this watercolour set that I got from online, just a bog standard one, nothing special, and you're just using all the different colours to paint underneath and round each element. As you can see, you don't need to be neat and tidy with this, but it just lifts those pieces off the page and kind of gives them a place to sit, and so that they're not just kind of randomly stuck there. And I've tried to go with the colour scheme that is throughout the page, so kind of yellows, pinks and blues. I'm going to add in a couple of these beautiful perspectives, these from Bramble Fox. I absolutely love these cameras, and they seem to be going on everything at the moment. They're so versatile with scrapbooking, because generally there's a photo on, so a camera will go. So I had that one with the heart on there, and then you'll see later on that I do tuck another one in on the opposite tag. So I'm adding this yellow bow to the bottom of that oval sticker just to add a bit more interest, and I'm going to start popping some heart stickers in and around on some foam pads too. So there I am, just adding that second camera perspective from Bramble Fox. I just tuck it in there. And it just takes away some of the harsh lines and adds a bit of a different texture to the page. Now I was conscious of where the journaling was on the original sketch, so I've added in that sticker just tucked under there, and that's where I'll add a few lines about where we were. So because I've got that black sticker sticking out, I decided to add a few more layers behind some of the journaling cards, just to kind of coordinate it all together. And you can see how versatile this collection is, and how you don't have to have lots of it. This has been created from 2 patterned papers and a sticker sheet, along with a couple of pieces from Bramble Fox and some sequins from my stash. So there's not a lot going on, but it creates a really nice cohesive layout. So this is my layout nearly complete. Thanks for joining me over on YouTube today. Don't forget to head over to the Lottie Loves Paper community group on Facebook to see all the exciting things that are happening this weekend, and I will look forward to seeing what you create with this sketch. I'll leave links in the description below. Thanks again, bye!